afternoon, good morning, you lovely lot. Well, so lovely to have your company on what is the 1st of March. Springtime is just about here. I got up this morning, I thought, you know what, I feel bright and refreshed, so let's dress bright. So I've gone for a very, very bright yellow jumper, although it's very, very warm in the studio as well. So this jacket will probably be coming off very soon as well. We are, of course, in our additional studio because later on in the day you are going to have Sarah and Ben with an HSN preview. I like this studio because it is really nice and it's intimate and feel closer together and we can just seem like more connected, whether it's myself and you or, of course, we're back together again after an incredible day. So I believe yesterday I do have to catch up on the shenanigans that was going on. I have seen some photo clips on there, a little bit of Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, Miss Debbie Robinson. I don't know what it was about. I just know I need to go back and have a look.
Well, I'll put it this way, we've just put that day to bed. It's what we've done. Put that day to bed. That day's done and dusted. It's a brand new day, a brand new month, and a great masterclass.
Yes,
we are giving you right now. Do you want to see some sneaky peeks?
Let's show us.
I was just talking, you're gorgeous. You should have told me I'd have colour on board because I've gone a little bit dark and depressing.
You look gorgeous as always.
Thank you.
I know people say this to other people. It's true. You could wear a bin bag, Debbie, and you would look gorgeous.
Oh, you little darling. Thank you.
Don't you worry about that.
Big love, Mr. Laird. Big love, Mr. Laird. I know I'm trying to do it. Have I got the right heart shape there?
Yeah.
There we go. The right heart
Yeah.
shape. Thank you very much. Let me give you a sneaky peek, though.
Do that.
And I do love this because we are close. It's almost like within touching distance.
It is, isn't it?
So I'm not having to shout. So if you hear me. There we go. Touch, 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 tickle, tickle, tickle. Yeah, literally within tickling distance of each other. So if you do hear me shouting, just say, Debbie, pipe down a bit. You're not having to shout as far across the studio as I would normally do to my Ben, who is somewhere over in the other side of the building right now. However...
No, he's not. He's in the gym.
Has he gone to the gym?
He's in the gym. He's in the gym.
I did wonder where he'd sloped off to. I did wonder. Come on, let's talk about the masterclass. And I am going to tell you there are some amazing deals on the show today. Craig, wait till you see the deal on this one. We have got ribbon threading. These makes that I'm showing you now are the things that we're going to be doing in the masterclass.
Wow.
So we've got some ribbon threading creator cards. We have got some colourable creator cards, and I do love a colourable creator card, and I've kind of used it in a different way to what I would normally use it for this one. We've got the ornate pop-out cards from the creator card range as well.
Love these.
Love these, because these could be in the centre of your card, or they can be a standalone card with this lovely swinging feature. And I will show you how you can create your solid panels today. The last time I brought these to you, I showed you the cutting side, but I'm going to show you the solid feature. Then possibly one of the funnest. I absolutely love this one. I've saved this one for this show because it's actually a little gift box.
Wow.
And I knew you were on with me. And I know you love your candles as much as I do, so I've popped some candles in there for you,
Craig. I didn't expect you to do that.
So you can take these creator cards and you can make lots of different styles of cards. We've got some simple creator cards on the show as well, which... We were so excited because we had them on yesterday. So much so we've put them away, didn't thinking we were going to bring them back. But I said, me and Johnny, we said they're creator cards. We need them in the masterclass show.
Of course we do.
So yeah, we've absolutely done. So Tracy hasn't got me any samples out. It's not her fault. We blame Jake.
I've got some.
Have you
put them at my side. I tell you, yeah.
How did you manage those?
I'm not going to do the samples on that side.
There you little sweetheart.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. Oh, you are, You think of everything, you guys. You really do.
That's Johnny for that one. Johnny for that one.
Did Johnny do that one? Was it Johnny that got them out? You little sweet pea. I'll put them out to one side. So we're going to have the creator cards in there as well. And I'm going to keep it really nice and simple for you when it comes to using those. But B and Craig both know just how wonderful they are. And if you know about myself and Craig really well, you'll know that we absolutely love our creator card ranges. So much you can do with them, so much scope, so much creativity, so many different ways, because they are what they say on the tin, creating a card.
Yes.
But fast, easy, elaborate, simple, clean, classic, all singing, all dancing, whichever way you want to do them, but I'm going to show you through this masterclass different ways that you can use each one of them.
Yeah, for sure. And as I call them as well, the traditionally simple create a card, because if you've seen the launch with myself and Leanne, you know that Leanne was sending an email to her team and saying, no, we can't have a name like that for something so spectacular when it comes to the create a card. So yes, going to be having a look at them. Before we do, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because I know we want to go straight to Debbie when it comes to the masterclass. But with me saying it is March, that means it's National Craft Month as well, which is so good when it comes to crafting. What that means when it comes to us on Crafters TV, you're going to get 10% off your Spectrum Noir tools. Now, you are going to find them across on the website. It is from today up until the 5th of March. So when it comes to the tools under that brand of Spectrum Noir, you can shop till your heart content. That just means that you can stock up on a few bits. Maybe you want to try a few tools that you've never tried before, which is perfect. Now, what if we gave you, £5 to then use? Well, if you spend money on a gift card, so if you buy a gift card across on our website, you can then get £5 back to you, £5, $5. So all you need to do is just give or treat someone to a gift card, and then we are going to then be sending you that £5, $5 or €5 voucher for yourself to spend across on our website as well. So that is a lovely, lovely thing that we're able to bring to you. Thinking about birthdays, of course, absolutely. Thinking about maybe it's just because of a crafty friend that you know, you want to treat them, but maybe you're not necessarily crafty yourself. You like to dip in and watch and see things, but you're not necessarily that full-on, hands-on, so therefore you don't know what they're going to like. Then, of course, that gift card is going to be perfect, of course. And then, okay, you will then get that little voucher. Maybe then treat them with that little £5 spend as well that you're going to get with that voucher. Entirely up to you. And then we are in March, so that means we've got Mother's Day coming up, certainly here in the UK. I think US is a bit later, isn't it? It's Father's Day that's the same. It is. I always wondered that because, of course, Father's Day is the same month anyway, UK, US. Mother's Day is a little bit different. You've got Mother's Day on the 14th of May. But do you know what? Think ahead. Think ahead. You can absolutely do that. Really good idea to do that across on the website. Website, of course, is crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. You're going to be able to find everything from throughout today. So earlier on in the day with Debbie and Ben on Wake Up Call, running into Masterclass, into, of course, Beautiful Beginnings. It's all there on Shop the Day. Have a little peruse. Take advantage of that 10% off your Spectrum Noir tools as well from now up until the 5th. Also, just to say as well, what we are going to do come the weekend, you are going to get 3 for 2 on individual Spectrum Noir pens. So that's going to be at the weekend, at least Saturday, Sunday anyway. So if there's a few pens that you're wanting to stock up on, maybe you're like me and you use certain colours the most. I know Debbie's the same. We're all the same. Certain colours we use the most. They're in stock. Take advantage of that all the time. So no matter what you're purchasing, you'll always get your Club Inspire on top of that as well, which is a win-win. Now, this is all, of course, about our masterclass. So if there is anything that you're wanting to ask, maybe you're unsure about something, a style, a technique that you're seeing Debbie doing and you want to ask, get into our social. We have got Rachel on this afternoon, of course, here in the UK. I know it's early, not too early for some of you stateside. But we've got Terry Bowers is saying hello from Arizona. We have got Lynn Blackledge just saying, hashtag Go Live Granny is saying good afternoon from my craft room on the Isle of Wight. Good afternoon to you. We've got Denise is saying morning from Virginia. We've also got Zoe Carver is saying afternoon from West Sussex. Karen Wellsrell is in from Kentucky. Well, hello to you. Georgianne Curley is saying hi, Craig and Debbie from Clearwater, Florida. Urana is saying hello from Virginia. Valerie Rollins is saying good morning from Alabama. Any relation to Seth? Seth Rollins, WWE superstar. SmackDown coming your way tomorrow. You don't know anything about that, stay tuned. We'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Or go across onto the Crafters TV social pages. Just you wait. We've got Rondi Crawley is saying good morning, Craig, Debbie, CCTV crew, Team Social, and all those wonderful crafty friends out there in the world watching, chatting and crafting from a sunny but chilly Chicago area. Yes, Rachel, it is a bright hoodie, isn't it? Jan is saying, afternoon everyone, I'm listening while working. Sandra Dundas, last for now, afternoon, Craig, Debbie, CTV crew, social media superstar, crafty friends. Craig, we just want to know, Now, because I was with Sarah all day yesterday, we just want to know, has Sarah seen the Titanic Experts? Oh, I don't know. Titanic Experts.
Titanic.
Experts. Penny dropped there, didn't it?
I'm thinking, who are these Titanic experts? I've never met them. Oh dear Lord, I am never going to live it down. Thankfully, Laura, the real Mrs. M, not the TV Mrs. M, the real Mrs. M saw it, although he did have to explain. He thought he'd come out and tell her in case she saw anything on the socials, because those pictures were hilarious.
Yeah,
even
I've seen the pictures, just
even
not the
I
clips.
couldn't stop laughing when I saw them. Our facial expressions, anybody tuning in probably thought, what on earth are these two doing? But yeah, I was having a bit of a hot flush, Craig. I was having a hot flush. That's what it were. Came to my rescue. Yeah.
Well, it could have been worse. It could be like when Harry met Sally, you know. Create a card dies. This is the ribbon threading. We've got the full piece. How much saving have we got? 60% save in there. 5-piece selection, 10 dies. Less than 50 of these ones left. I'm going to go in with these ones very quick so we can go back to Debbie, who's going to be having a look at these in more details here. Less than 50 of these ones to go. £21.06 or $25.41. Look at that saving of $43.89 or $49.34. Even better if, of course, you're platinum. Look at that platinum price. Now, even if you take the word ribbon out of there, these are gorgeous creative cards. These are really, really good to do your paper piecing as well if you love that. Yes, it's perfect for the ribbon, paper weaving, twine, anything like that that you can be using. You're going to get them all. You're going to get the diagonal lace here. So you've got different components, shape components when it comes to these ones here. Debbie will say the same, I'm sure, like me. I love it when we've got a die with an outside edge because then that gives you more option. Your die, like this one here, Charming Lace, that could be in your card and you can still do your ribbon threading within the card. But if you want that to be a separate kind of topper, then you can then do that by including that outline die. That outline die will also give you a matte layer. You've got your elaborate lace. You've then also got your bold florals. I adore this one. These ones, every one of these as well, if you are fortunate enough to have our pass tool of the foil press, then literally 6 seconds on the foil press, you're going to get some of the most gorgeous foiled outline. All of that you're getting, as I say, less than 50 of these are remaining, £21.06, $25.41, incredible saving. Even better if you are platinum, you are then going to be $16.85 or $20.33 when it comes to this full set. Incredible price, so versatile, so many different things that you can do when it comes to these ones. So, what we're going to do.
So we're going to just show you how basically they work with that ribbon threading theme, and because we know we don't have a lot left, we're going to crack on with this fabulous set of dies. Create a card, say exactly what they say on the tin, create cards instantly, easily, and then you've got the opportunities with the ribbon threading dies. And if I just show you, I'm going to use the bold florals. I love this one. The bold florals, we're giving you 3 different combinations on the front of the packaging to start with, and this is not an exhaustive list. There's lots of different ways you're going to be able to use them. Thread your ribbon going down that bold floral. Get your ribbon going across the bold floral, and then this one you can go into the diagonal way as well, but there's nothing to stop you from doing all 3 together, so you get another 4th way of using it, or possibly then just doing a bit of a crisscross across that diagonal as well, so a 5th way of using it. So again, some really lovely ways that you can use them. Inspiration already on the front. The die itself comes in 2 pieces, so you have the additional die, meaning with the frame and the decorative piece, means that using it together, it will cut out a solid frame, which is what I'm going to do in a second. However, remove that outer frame, that will cut directly into your cardstock. So it gives you options straight away in terms of your box making or your bag making or your light up boxes, or just going into, you know, your cardstock and then adding it into whatever size you want to create with it. Get yourself some ribbon. I've got some more of my ribbon from my ribbon stash, but we are going to cut that out first of all. So, holding it down, and I'm going to hold it down with some low tack tape. So let's pop the low tack tape over both sides, like so. And then we're going to come in now and run that through our die cutting machine. And then it is a thin metal die, so it's the normal combination for a thin metal die. You'll see many of us doing it this way, where we cut into our cardstock. You don't have to hold it down with low tack tape if you don't want to, because you have got a double-sided magnetic sheet that you can hold in place if you want to do as well. However, I don't. I always have my plastic shim on the top and then run that through. Again, it's all about knowing your machine, isn't it, Craig? We talk about this a lot. It's about knowing your machine, getting to feel what's right for you, what's comfortable for you. If you just remember the two outer plates or the two clear cutting plates, with exception when you're embossing with a 3D folder, you can't go wrong.
No.
So literally now, I'm going to turn that over and I can see that that's cut through there beautifully. I'm going to lift off using the tape to release there. And again, I'm going to clean this die, because do you know when I came a second ago, Craig, it was filthy.
Was it?
And it wasn't me.
Oh, Debbie Fisher.
It wasn't me. Oh.
I'm in one of these myths today,
Debbie.
Fisher.
We have to name someone, don't we?
We have to,
I know. Sometimes when I've tuned in, I've heard my name being bandied across the studio. It's always me. But yeah, me and Debbie, we are both the same, and I know you are too, Craig. I know.
There is no way, Johnny, I'm blaming Sarah for that one. No way whatsoever. I'm not blaming Sarah. I know it definitely was not Debbie Fisher, just to make that clear. Definitely wasn't. Definitely Sarah. It certainly wasn't Leanne. Gosh, no.
No, Leanne would never do such a thing. Leanne would
Never
leave dies in a dirty position. Dirty position? Dirty gubbins? Bits left in. That's where I'm going to go. Oh, moving swiftly along, a beautiful, beautiful floral piece there that you have got multiple ways of using your ribbon. And let's not forget, Craig, this is from the Creator Card range. Isn't that a beautiful panel?
It is. It really is. And what I love with these ones as well, Debbie, is, you know, if you are doing your ribbon threading, which I know you're a way to do, when you get it and it looks absolutely gorgeous, you wouldn't think it's been done on a smaller A5 machine.
No.
Do you know, I know it's a smaller surface, but when it's all decorated up, something about the eye just lets you think it's been done on some kind of big big machine.
Absolutely, and it really is a beautiful pattern that you are going to be able to use outside of your ribbon. For the panel, pop a little bit of coloured cardstock underneath and you've got a real wow factor. You could stencil your inks through there as well. So this is very much in keeping with the Creator Card. Endless possibilities. That's what we love about our Creator Cards, is those endless possibilities that you get. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, Craig,
I was a way to ask.
I am. So I've got a very fibrous, fraying organza ribbon. Nature of organza is that it will fray. So I'm just giving it a little helping hand by adding a little bit of our low tack tape.
You're doing what I was doing the other day.
Yeah, did you do this as well?
Creating a rolly up live on air, yeah.
A what up?
A rolly up.
What's a rolly up?
A rolly up.
A roll?
A rolly.
A rolly?
A rolly up, yeah.
You mean a...
So yeah, so when I was doing a demo the other day with the brand new magazine, I was creating a rolly up.
Oh, a rolly up. Is that what you call it? My son calls them roll ups.
Oh, right.
And my sister calls them roll ups because they've got that filthy habit. But yes, I get what you mean. It's just filthy to myself, Craig, just to myself. But what I want to do is start to create, and as well, and that's probably why you do it as well, Craig, but something that's easy to thread.
So
we mentioned that this morning. So just by adding that a little additional tape on the bottom there, absolutely fine. But you can take your darning needles and you can thread through your darning needles as well. So there's lots of things you can do with it. Obviously, it will depend on the thickness of your ribbon. Organza is one that you can twist and turn, and you could have your multicoloured ribbons and all kinds of different things. But I think where I'm going to start is I'm going to come in and I'm just going to use the sideways of the pattern and do a little bit of threading. So again, I'm going to come up and go down into there, and it really, really is as easy as that. It's just, and then you're going to continue that. So I'm going to thread quite a bit through there because I'm going to try and do a fair little bit, although I am conscious of time and I want to try and get all of my demos in today. What I've got planned, what I showed you, so Debbie needs to crack on, stop talking and get on with demonstrating, because that's what I'm like normally. So again, all we're going to do is we are going to just keep on threading through those designs, and I've added, I don't know if you've noticed, but a little bit of a twist. I'm twisting my organza.
I noticed that,
so, and it's just to give it that little bit, although she says twist, I've managed to get it caught underneath.
But that's such a good tip as well, with going in with the little low tack tape at the end as well. It gives you that little fine point just to thread through, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it does. It really does. So I think I'm safe now. Yeah, there we go. It's because it's not because I pulled all the ribbon through. But again, yeah, just get a little twist. It's quite a nice thick ribbon, but there's nothing to stop you from using a thicker ribbon in. And when you pull it together, it's changed it from being like a pastel pink to quite a deep pink. So that's just by twisting and turning. And again, I'm just going to continue to go through, and I'm using this segment way of the pattern of the gold floral, just by going up and down. I will create some more though, just so you can see. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's thread through a little bit more of that, so I can pull that through and have quite a nice bit. Because there's so many ways. I mean, I haven't tested it myself, Craig, have you? How many different multiple ways one beautiful pattern can create? No. I've not, I mean, I dread to think how many there is, because we've given you those 3 to start with. But seriously, I want to know what, you know, somebody might be out there that's tried lots of different ways with the ribbon threading.
And I was thinking as well, because of course you kind of go on our YouTube, you know, type them in and you'll see past shows. And the reason I was saying that is because I was once on a show with Jan. Now, you know how Jan loves to take a die, die cut it, and then change the look. She split hers into 3 ways, and then she created the most incredible, completely different concept when it comes to the ribbon threading. You wouldn't think it was just one die cut panel, Debbie, the way that she'd split it, but she was still able to do all the ribbon threading. It looked incredible.
Yeah, because if you look at this is a panel, but there's nothing to stop you from taking segments of it.
No.
There's nothing to stop you from taking your die cuts, maybe your nesting dies, creating a little bit of a pattern in there. You've still got the pattern to be able to create the ribbon through, and the ribbon threading elements through. Do your triptych cards where you can take your triptych pieces, you know, and create those lovely things. Do you know what I'm going to do, Craig? Because it's starting to get on my nerves. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Because it's driving me mad. But yeah, there's lots and lots of ways. And yeah, I mean, I've loved seeing people's makes on these. I watch the channel. I know we all keep an eye on the channels and our crafty community. Some of the work on there just blows me away. We all take inspiration from each other as well. So it is nice to see the many varied different ways that you can use our Creator Card dies. And this is just one. And I am going to stop at this point because I have got one done. However, I don't want to do it all because, you know, it's watching me thread could get quite tiresome. However, you can already see that starting to come together. And then there's other places on there that you could come in. So I could come back up and go across this time with that same piece of ribbon and create a bit of a different pattern. So again, just in and out of those holes. You've got so many to choose from, and create another little texture going across. So we've got it going diagonal, now we've got it across, and then of course we've got the upwards. So we could come down, and again, I'm just going to, this is just a quick demonstration to show you.
Yeah, to show you the way.
And there's still, even when I've done these few ways, now I'm going to go up to the top. So I'm going to, this now, top to bottom. So this is just in one piece of ribbon, different ways that you can use it. Imagine it in different colours.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Imagine getting your thicker ribbons, your thinner ribbons, all those kind of different things. But now you can start to see where your pattern can start to form. I did, when I first launched these, I just did a fraction. So I only did like a section and left the other half clear. There's nothing to say you've got to fill the whole space with ribbon. But you can already start to see now, diagonal, across, up, and then look at all the other space. You've got all of these, so we could go the other diagonal way as well. So again, it's all about getting creative, using them in a way that, you know, for your decoration, for your, you know, however it is that you want to decorate them. However, I did only do it in one direction. One direction.
One direction.
One direction.
You and Harry Styles again.
In one direction where it's just gone diagonal. I've actually secured it down with some red liner tape, and I did mention that this morning that you can secure it with wet glues, you can secure it with your tape pens, but I just wanted to secure it down with some red liner tape, and also so that I can mount it onto some black and gold cardstock to give it a real wow factor. There's nothing to stop you as well, Craig, popping some foam on a roll around the back. Okay. And you can put your foam on a roll, so you could give it an extra lift and an extra dimension there, where you could create shaker cards. Yeah. I did a box this morning, Craig. It got, oh, actually, we must remember that.
Oh, we'll need to get that.
We need to get that out of the other room, yeah, because that won demo of the show. Okay. Because everybody loved the ribbon threading dies this morning. So much so, we don't have many left. No. So if you are, you know, sat on the fence, look at the price, look at the green price, green?
I was about to ask Johnny, he's just said it in my ear, 35 are left, Debbie.
Yes, so
Yeah.
we are soon going to be getting into that danger area of limited stock.
Do you know what you could do with these?
Yes.
If you are one that, you know, you love your Sarah signature collection, you love your nature guard, maybe you're not one to know what to do with the seam binding ribbon that you get or anything like that. If you've got them starting to build up, why not get this die set and then use your seam binding or the ribbons that you get in conjunction with these, and they're going to work together.
Absolutely, so endless possibilities. Now I've made myself a little bit of an easel card, Craig. The dimension of my easel card is actually 5 by, no it's not 5 by 7, it was a little bit smaller than 7, 5 by 6.5. So I've got a 5 by 6.5 piece of multi-purpose cardstock, and what I've done with this one is I've created, and I did use an A3 piece of cardstock because I've got it back now. I've got it back in stock. It's back in stock. So this actually measures in at 13 inches by the 5, and I've scored it in 2 places, which is at 3 and at, if I remember rightly, just over, 3.25 by 6.5.
Okay.
So I've got this nice little fold, and that panel is going to sit onto the front to create this easel card as well. So I'm just going to pop some tape just onto the bottom. And this is the thing, I did a box this morning, but there are so many different ways that you are going to be able to use these dies, from your gift boxes to your home decor pieces.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, to your gift bags, to your scrapbooking pages. And honestly, there's so much potential that you've got with them. And of course, they are a creator card at the end of the day as well. So I've taken the black and gold to match, so it all brings and all ties in together. So I'm going to come in now and just give a little bit of I think I might use my wet glue for this one. So let's go in.
And it's one of those where, and when I've said in the past, Debbie, about simply change the colour of your cardstock to make it look completely different.
Yes.
This is one of those that change the colour of the ribbon.
Yeah.
Then it's going to look completely different as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Change those ribbons, dotty ribbons, grosgrain ribbons, satin ribbons,
Yeah.
all the beautiful ribbons
And
that are out there.
some of the ribbons that have got the tiny little beads already attached to them, some of the actual little aperture pieces are big enough for you to feed them through as well. So you could be using all your fancy ones.
Absolutely. Honestly, you know, it's one of those creative dies, the ones that, you know, give you more than that one option. For me, absolutely perfect for a lot of things. I'm thinking I'm needing some more. I'm going to have a little look, but I think I'm coming towards the end of the all-purpose glue in there. I'm having to squeeze it out with an inch of its life. So I might just ask our lovely Tracy. She did ask me at the beginning of the show, did I need anything?
It's always the same. She does the same with me. I'm like,
I
no,
know,
I'm
and
all
I'm
good,
like,
thank you.
No,
and then
I'm all
we
right, I'm
go
all
live.
right, yeah.
We'll go
I'm
live.
okay,
and we're like,
I'll be fine, I'll be fine. But I've looked at the bottles on the side and it doesn't look like there's
No,
much in
there's
there
not.
either. Right, so I've taken a stamp sentiment that I had in my collection and just again mounted it onto some black and gold cardstock and just measured it so it fits inside there. That is going to act as my, want of a better word, flopper stopper to stop that from hanging over. And I've just taken some little accessories. And when I say accessories, do you know our lovely bold, not bold florals, our lovely flowers from Delightful Daisies?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've just used there. So I've got these, I love these, as
I
you
love
know.
them too.
I've only just discovered them, Craig. I don't know
you?
why. Yeah, I think I must have been like kind of ignoring
I use them all the time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I very quickly as well, I was on with Debbie Fisher. It was when it was my funny enough, Creative Card Masterclass.
Oh.
Nest and Die Masterclass.
Yeah.
And I done one, it was gold and it was navies, but I included some of these flowers on these ones as well. So they work well with lots of your cards.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot more, wait a minute, am I switched on? What's going off here? Hang on a minute.
Not playing ball.
Am I switched on? It feels warm.
Feels, yeah.
Let me just see. I don't know. Well, can I just tell you, Craig?
Well, the long one we found,
Where the hell did, honestly, where the hell did we find this?
I don't know.
And I'm trying to...
I mean, it must be, maybe corn or something's brought it
I can't, it's that big, I can't get it out.
So within that one there, you've got that ribbon thread and dies there. All those ribbon thread. Johnny, how many have we got left? 34 is left. You've seen all the ways that Debbie's been verbally explaining how you can use them, how I have been explaining with them as well, whether you're going to use them in different angles, whether you're going to use different threads, maybe you're going to use different mediums. Paper piecing them is absolutely perfect as well. You're going to get all of them, all of them. So it does say 5 packs, but it's 10 dies in total because you're getting 5 of the designs and then you're also getting the outline die as well. £21.06. $25.41, incredible saving with that platinum price of $16.85 or $20.33. Just having a look to see if we're safe to go back. So we're going to.
You are, but I think someone's coloured me glue. I've had to give up on the hot glue gun.
Oh no.
Something's happened to me chunky glue.
Oh my gosh. Well, it matches that goldy orange in the background anyway.
I don't know what's happened to the chunky glue. Can I
It's
just...
Ant and Deck about somewhere the last couple of days, have they?
I feel like my chunky glue's been...
Or Noel Edmonds back in the day, gotcha.
It's been sabotaged, Craig. It's been sabotaged. Moving swiftly along.
I love that colour combination.
Honestly, the colour palette is beautiful. The golds, the blacks, and that gorgeous, gorgeous gold there. That red just sets that off. And then those daisy flowers look absolutely beautiful. I'm away to go and have a little look what's happened to me chunky glue. And have a quick lie down while I'm at it as well, as producer Johnny's just said. So yes, I'll be back in a minute, Craig.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So is the card as well, by the way. Yeah, when it comes to all of that you've got there, £21.06 or $25.41, you've got that incredible savings. These are shapes, these are designs that you're going to be using next week. You're going to be using them in 1 month, in 1 year. You're going to be using them all throughout the year. You're going to be using, you literally can be using these all throughout the year. Easter time, team them with your Easter papers, your Easter pastel ribbons. Christmas time, go in there with all your reds and your greens. Go in around about Halloween and start to use these in the back with your oranges and your blacks, and then having your Halloween toppers over the top. All of these you can be doing when it comes to these ones here. Let's have a very quick look, because you're going to be getting all of these ones. All of them you're going to be getting $16.85 or $20.33 for you guys that are platinum. They are all across on.co.uk.com or .eu. Every one of them are giving you that completely different look. You're going to be able to thread your ribbons, your papers, your twines, any mediums as such that you want to thread through. You can be doing that for sure. Maybe your ladies with your tops and the dresses. I know you always get that fine satin ribbon at the shoulders there for you to hook up. I do know that many of you say you never use it. Chop it up and then start to thread them ones through. If you are a guy, however, please don't go through the tops of your wives or partners and chop them off, just in case you get into trouble. Ask them first, but it's a good idea to do that for sure. So all of that, the Create a Card die 5-piece or the 10 dies in total that you are going to be getting. You will need, of course, a die cutting machine to do that. So we're going to very, very quickly have a look at one, because I've actually got one for free. You heard me right, absolutely. Heard me right. Christine Mahoney, who's on my craft along tomorrow. Christine, if she's not already done it now, Susie is going to be emailing you all the details ahead of tomorrow's craft along with myself and Ben, and then I'll be putting them out on my social later on today as well. But with Christine, because you're on the craft along, you're going to get that little bit of a head start at the steps, and what you're going to need. As I say, everyone else, I'll be out there later on today. Judy is saying, you two are so funny. What a great way to start my day. That was so hard not to say Judge Judy on that one there. Kate McQueen on YouTube, I'm so proud of you as well. I'm very proud of myself, Debbie. I've bought no craft items this month. Oh. Neither have I. I'm doing well. Oh. Liam's just walked in. Have you bought anything this month? Craft? We're the first of the month, so.
Exactly. I fell for it too, Liam. I fell for it too.
No, he's not. He's not. He's definitely not. No one has. We've got Sandra Dundas. Yeah, you're right as well. Sandra Dundas says, do you remember, Craig, Leanne actually gave you permission to gently tap the die on the side, as long as it's the flat side, and not to whack it like Sarah does. because that Monday that I was on with the simple creator cards, and I'm not sure if you've seen it live, certainly the guys in the gallery did, I went to go it, and then I got caught as I was with Leanne. I was like, freeze frame, what do I do? And then as she said, no, she doesn't mind that, as long as it's gently on the back, not the die cut front, and as long as you don't whack it like Sarah. That's what she does not like. So, yes, we can absolutely do that. If I am at home, though, I do tend to whack them. But then they're mine. Christine saying, loving the ribbon threading dies. Jan on YouTube is saying, Debbie cracks me up. Lois is saying, beautiful card. Thank you, Debbie. And Garth is saying, Craig, it's okay. I bought the ribbon dies. You're rinsing my wallet already. Oh, bless you. Do you know what it is? It is the deals. It really is. It's the deals. But then when you mix it with all the different concepts, the styles, the things that you can do, you know that you are onto a winner. But as I said, you're going to need a Gemini. Now you're going to need a die cutting machine, and I do say that, of course, with our dies and the Gemini, they work perfect together. They will work with your other die cutting machines, but we know there's many experts out there when it comes to craft that work for other companies that use the Geminis. We know who they are. A lot of you know who they are as well, and that's because it does the job. Whether it's the electric Gemini or even the MIDI, same amount of pressure as the OG or even the Pro. It's just manual form, but it's free. You're going to be getting it for free. What you're going to be paying for is all of this. Now, with the actual MIDI, you are going to be getting the MIDI itself. You're going to be then getting the folder as well as the purple shim for your embossing folders. But we have got, so actually the price is less than what you would be for the MIDI. So the MIDI is $69.99 on its own. And then look, today's price, you're paying $63.95 or $78.79 for all of what I'm away to show. Platinum price for this, with a free MIDI machine, $51.16 or $63.03. You're going to be getting your stamping dies here. Now, within these ones here, well, it's not your stamps, it is your dies. It is your, not ribbon threading die. Remind me again, Debbie, the iris folding. Iris folding. You've got that die. But this is a lovely one just to use as an aperture on its own or a silhouette feature. But then, yeah, your iris folding is beautiful. Then I love these frame dies that we've got. Again, on that creator card, you've got your hearts there, but then you've got the love die as well as a selection of sentiment stamps as well. So you can then have love you. Love is all that matters. With love, sending love and kisses. Love you lots. Love you so much. So there's lots of different ways you can have that. You've then got, when it comes to the abstract splash, you've got that stencil from Enchanted Dreams. These are the sorts of ones I would say always go back onto our YouTube, watch Mark from Visible Image, because you can start to use these in the incredible ways that he uses his, that when he has been here in the past. Our Connecting Sentiments, which says congrats. And then you've got this beast as well. You've got the Butterfly Waterfall card. That is incredible. It's the actual worker die. It's got the stamps and that in there. That is worth $24.99 on its own. $24.99 here in the UK. You're going to be getting that 22 elements plus that, plus that, plus that, and that. $51.16 or $63.03. Now, me, if I put myself in your position as a crafter at home, I would think, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And then we say, you can have that one for free. You can have the 6x9 Gemini MIDI for free. Absolutely phenomenal that you are going to be getting that one there. Now, if you've got one, maybe you've borrowed one from a friend and never given it back to them, and then blame the daughter, then you might want to buy it and give it to them, of course. Ben could buy it and then give it to me, if he would so wish. I would never expect Daisy to do so, but because it is Daisy and there is proof that Daisy does use it, you can have it. You can absolutely have it, Ben. So there you are. Although I'm still going to keep egging him on about it. But if you do need one, you've got it. They are free. Do you know something? Debbie, birthday gifts, Christmas gift, no one's going to know that you've got that for free.
No, not at all. No.
Absolutely.
So honestly,
epic.
it's an amazing. I still, when Ben showed it me yesterday, I was like flabbergasted that we're giving away a die cutting machine.
Mm-hmm.
When you pop it into that perspective, it's like, where else? Whatever Which company in the world gives away a die cutting machine
Bonkers.
for free?
Apparently she's a
Honestly.
dragon on some kind of business show.
She's a what?
She's some kind of dragon on a business show. It doesn't make sense, does it? Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, Craig. You're absolutely bang on the money there, because it really is true. Absolutely. It just shows you what a fabulous dragon she actually is.
You need a die cutting machine. Now, we're a die company.
We are,
That's
yes.
what we focus on. You need a die cutting machine, and you can just give it for free. Do you know what? It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, you need somewhere to put your dies, funny enough, when you've got that set there. What about this one here? This is your small die and stamp folder with your 2 packs of magnetic panels and 1 for free. So Johnny, is that 2 in total? Is that 2 plus? So it's 2 in total. So you're paying for 1 and you're going to be getting 1 pack for free, plus of course the folder. So $19.98 or $21.94. Now just to say, you don't get the actual dies, this is just to show you, but you get 3 panels in each pack. So that is basically 6 magnetic panels you're getting. We've got 3 in here. So essentially, you're paying for this, and then we're going to be giving you another 3 of these ones in there as well. Now, yes, they are magnetic, so great way to hold or store your dies. Maybe you're out in a craft club or craft crop, or maybe you run one. They're nice, they're strong, they're all held together perfectly when it comes to the stitching, of course. Maybe you have no intentions to actually use it as a die storage. Maybe you're wanting to put some, documents in there because you love the Crafter's Companion brand. Then of course you do that. I use some of my Spectrum Noir bags for things other than craft. But you have got your little spring-loaded pockets here as well. Any additional tools that you want to put in there, you can do for sure. But you have got that. You do get a tab that comes with it as well if you wanted to label it. And then it is perfect because if you have it on your shelf and if you've got them all lined up, then you can just take that hand grip, pull them out, and then you are ready to go. Wipeable as well. Now, I'm not going to say it's stain resistant, because it's not, but you've got that wipeable feature. So anything water-based or that you've got, you can simply wipe that one off, and it looks cool, it looks sleek on your shelf or just at the side, however way you want to use that one. But you are paying, essentially, so you're paying for the folder and you're paying for a pack of the magnetic sheets, which you get 3 in them, and you're going to get another pack as well, which gives you another 3. So that is your folder plus 6 magnetic sheets as well, $19.98 or $21.94. If you are platinum, that's going to come down to $15.98 or $17.55, and that is for me as well. If you love your storage, if you love keeping things in storage, that for you is going to be a must-have for sure. We're away to go on to our next one. Just say as well, while Debbie was demonstrating a moment ago, I looked on our website with the Spectrum Noir 10% off. Really good tools that you've got there. Premium white cardstock, premium black cardstock is there. The blending tools, now all these sort of things are there. Head across there and check that one out when it comes to your order. But we are going to look at our curlable Create-A-Card stamping dies here. Now this has taken the best of what we do when it comes to Create-A-Card dies and what we've done when it comes to Create-A-Card stamp ranges, tie them together. You've got that win-win here. So you can see you're going to be getting all of these ones here. So you're going to be getting these 6 of these ones here. Now the 6 of them that you are going to be getting is giving you 25 stamps and 24 dies as well. $52.98 for these or $60.99. If you're platinum, that's coming down to $42.39 or $48.79. And what this gives you as well is the ability to do your stamp and die Create-A-Card, or it gives you some of the most useful standalone stamps for all throughout the year, because you can use them without the die, but of course you've got that Create-A-Card die feature together. Works well. You're saving $24.95 or $28.71. All of these, everything else, shop the day on our website, .co.uk.com.eu. Also think about maybe a crafter that you know and love. You want to give them a little treat when it comes to our gift card. What we'll also do, purchase a gift card with any money value on it, and we will give you £5 Euro voucher back to you to shop on our website as well, because we're into National Craft Month, with it being March. Now we're going to stick with these Create a Card stamping dies, Debbie, and we're going to have a look at them.
We are, and we're going to show you how easy they are to use as well. And then I've got a few samples to show you all the different ways that you can use them and why they come under our Create a Card range in terms of that flexibility, versatility and creativity as well. So I'm going to use the dies. Now, I always do it this way. I don't know about yourself, Craig. There are all different ways that you can use them. I want you to remember as well, this is a stamp. We've got a beautiful big stamp as well as the dies. So again, straight away, the two separates there that you can use these on their own. However, I always cut my frame first. Now, the outer edge frame, if you remove that outer edge frame, you are going to cut straight into cardstock. But I do want I want a die cut topper sheet element.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a shaker card with these. You've got the tool, and if you're thinking, well, they're a funny shape, but they are a funny shape for a reason because they fit two of those lovely sentiments. So you can see they fit the sentiments, chase your dreams, and the especially for you. And then you've got the little verse on there as well. So we're going to run that through first into our die cutting machine. Now I'm cutting onto Nina cardstock. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to try it without. I did it this morning with, but I'll try it without because we're in a different studio now. So normally on a straight edge die or something that hasn't got a lot of detail, I run through without the magnetic shim.
I've been doing that a lot more because of your suggestion to that.
And it just
does
means
make a
your
difference.
plates. Yeah, it makes a massive difference, especially when it comes to your plates in terms of you think, now we are in a different studio, so this is a good example. Different machine that we've got in here.
There you go.
So I need to make sure there's more pressure on this one. So that's a cracking way of showing you.
It is actually.
Yeah, because this morning, when I did it in the other studio, it was just that bit too much pressure.
Yeah.
Now it's better.
Now.
That's the sound you want to hear. But yes, so that's a good example of trying both. So now I'll remember that when I'm in here, I need to add the extra. When I'm in there, take away. Because we do have, and I was saying this to Ben this morning, our machines, especially in the other room, 7 days a week,
Exactly.
3 shows a day. How long have we been going in there? And can I tell you, we've not replaced that machine.
No,
we have not
no.
replaced that machine. That machine is the same machine that we've had since we moved in there. So it literally is a fabulous machine that does a lot of work, let me tell you. It is a proper workhorse. Now, I've got my die cut element, Craig, and my frame that I can then use now to place my stamp into.
Okay.
So for me personally, it's a choice. I prefer this method. And we are using, did we say they were back in stock, Johnny? Perfect. They're back in stock, our fabulous hero tool, Craig. I'm just going to make sure I've got my stamp the right way around. And this is why I like to do it this way, because I can line it up and then I can go in. Now, there's nothing to stop you from stamping and then lining the frame over the top. I'll just bring it in to show you. This is a masterclass after all. So you can go in, and I'll get it the right way around. I think I was right first time round, weren't I, Craig? There you go.
There you go.
You can take it and pop that in over the top. So it's entirely up to you which way around you do this. And again, the outer frame you could take as well at the same time. But it's just my chosen method. I don't know yourself. Do you do it this way?
Yeah, the exact reason that you said. The other reason as well, Debbie, my worry and concern is I stamp it, I spend all that time colouring it, and then I go to die cut it and my die cut slips.
Yes.
And then it cuts through what I've done.
Yeah.
Chances of that happening are slim, of course, you know, if you're using your low tack tape, but it could happen. Whereas if that was to happen, I've wasted no time colouring, no ink, no nothing. I just stamp it, cut it again.
Well, you see, I've took it. So you take it with the plates. I took your advice with this because I was doing the stamping and the colour and then die cutting.
Right.
And after what you said, when you said that time, and I think I had a slip with you, didn't I?
I think
and
you
you
did
said,
actually,
and
didn't
you
you?
said, you know, Debs, if you'd have just, and I was like, oh yeah. So you see, we take advice from each other. We really do. And of course, this beautiful stamped image then is ready for you to colour in. It really is absolutely fabulous. Now, I'm not going to spend the entire time colouring that in, Craig, because if you're anything like me, it takes a while. I love to spend a bit of time colouring, but the whole purpose in this masterclass is to show you how to use. The decoration part is down to you. The choice of colours is down to you. But when you add, and I did use tri-blends, and actually, to be fair, we do have some tri-blends on the show. And I took these colours from those packs, the magenta blend, the light green blend, and the blue turquoise blend, and I added one of the purples into there, because when you colour it in, it really does come to life. Now, again, using tri-blends, for me personally, a tri-blend just so nice and easy to use.
It really
in
is,
terms
isn't it?
of, you can lay down your shade, and I'll go in with the lighter shade.
Okay.
Let's go in with the, I'll only do one of the flowers because you can see straight away the kind of difference, but I'm coming in with one of the colours here.
Just to say, Debbie, the tri-blends are actually on the bottom of the screen there. They're on Shop the Day, floral blends on the screen. 6-piece set that you've got, $17.99 or $26.99. If you've not tried them, if you want to get more, honestly, and I know Debbie will say the same, go for it. If you have any doubt, if you've ever struggled with blending and shading, I'm telling you right now, and I'll say it, the tri-blends are the ones for you. Yep.
Absolutely, because they give you that, with the light, the medium and the dark tone in that one pen, they give you all the abilities to get the shading where you need it to be. So for me, they're an absolute must-have, and I know, we'll all say the same, because we all love us colouring. And we all clamber to get the colouring shows because we love the colouring. Because it really is such a mindful craft as well. But again, you can achieve those lovely shades and dimensions when you let that alcohol dry. You can already see a little bit of that already happening in front of your eyes. And of course, when you leave it to properly evaporate, it brings in this gorgeous tone. So it might not look like that at the beginning, but once you leave it, it does absolutely. And Craig will vouch for me on that one. Now, I've just added at the back, I've just popped some of our heavyweight acetate. I've had to speed that process up, Craig, because guess what? We're out of heavyweight acetate.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, my days. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. But I am going to create a shaker card because this is our foam on a roll. We can say it now because he's not here.
Yes, you can.
No,
say all you want.
Yep, say all we want because we know we're not going to burst out into song. And Debbie McGiggles Fisher is not in the building either, so she's not going to burst into song because she loves it. Although, Craig, you did own up down at Hobbymaker. You've introduced the song to them.
I did.
You got carried away. You told them. I mentioned foam on a roll on air the other week, thinking they ain't got a clue. And she burst out into song. I was like, what on earth is going off? And then I found out it was you.
It was.
It was you. I thought I was blaming Debbie, and it was you.
I did say if the template library sells out within that show, I will sing it because it was mentioned. The foam in a roll was mentioned. Well, I did. And then someone said it again. I went, well, if it sells out again in the next show, I'll sing foam on a roll.
Did you really?
And it sold out, so I had to sing it. But I did tell you, never again. I did think they would forget about it and not bring it up again when any of you were there, but clearly not.
No,
was it Zena?
Bless you.
Was it Zena,
yes.
by any chance?
It was Zena,
It was Zena.
Yes,
not
it
surprised.
was. Yes.
Not surprised.
Yes, it was. Now, I'm just taking off the back of my foam on a roll, and I'm just peeling the back off there because what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a piece of cardstock to the back. So I've cut it down to size. I've actually used from the Say It With Flowers.
Say It With Flowers.
I was trying, do you know, when you're trying to look at something, come on, Debbie, come on, it's got to come to you. It is our Say It With Flowers, but I'm going to throw in a bit of chunky glitter. Oh, God, I went a little bit mad there. Don't tell Tracy because it's her chunky glitter, not mine.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it's too late now, and I'm not going to try and get that out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it. I want the plainer side on the inside because the picture and the colouring in is going to speak volumes underneath. And I'm just going to turn that over. Now I've done it that little bit bigger, so I'm just going to trim just round the edge there, because it is going to sit on a back panel. But what I want to do is just make sure I've sealed all that glitter in and it's not going anywhere. But again, it gives you this lovely, it's gorgeous when you use chunky glitter. I absolutely love it. The only reason I'm using it today is because I didn't use it yesterday. I used some gems that I found in the studio.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I did.
Oh, see, when there's gems, there's Debbie.
Yes. Oh, they were actually like a, do you know, like a jewellery bead? That's what they were. Oh. They were like a jewellery bead, and I found them in a bag. And I did say, finders keepers, losers weepers, as you do. If they were yours, I apologise now, but I can tell with your face they're not yours, are they? Yeah. So I haven't stolen them, she says.
No, when it comes to all of us here as a team, no, when it's under this one roof, it's not stealing. It's not stealing.
No, not at all. It's just borrowing, yeah. I'll replace them. Yeah. But now you can
Go anywhere near my pack of 5 white chocolate cream eggs I brought in with me today, I'm telling you.
Finders keepers, losers weepers. We're off. We're off, let's get in there. Now, this is a 6x6 card base. What I've just done, again, using my A3 multi-purpose cardstock, I've cut it to 12x6, scored it at 3, scored it at 6, and then cut my panels down just a fraction from that 6x6 pad. Did you say the 6x6 was still in stock? Yay, so there is some still in stock.
Still some.
There is still some in stock, so that's okay. So I've just taken a fraction of that paper and I'm just going to mount this on. And again, like I said, it's just creating an added little bit of an element. It's going to be a panel that sticks onto the front of this this fold back card, or this Z fold card, or fold back, whichever way you want to call it. And again, I'm just going to attach those on. And I haven't added a matte layer at the back. I've just added a bit of ink to make it pop that little bit more. And then this is now going to sit into this part. So again, I'm just going to pop some tape just down onto there.
That's looking so smart. I'm loving that brightness of kind of like that tealy blues with the purples, and then you've got more of that deeper tones within the papers in the back.
Yeah, and you know, I say this a lot, but I tend to choose papers and then colours around there, and I know you do, Craig, because you've told me in the past that you do as well. So it's just, it's like adding that, you know, make it easy for yourself. Because if you tried to colour and then match the colours around a paper pad, you could find yourself coming a little bit unstuck. So for me, it's always best to choose the other way around. Choose your papers, then choose your colours that you are going to colour in with.
Yeah, but I like what you've done as well. And I know probably many of you will noticed at home, but in case you didn't, that back piece, Debbie, that you done at the back of the shaker,
yes,
if you used that other side, that would kind of just fall into that same pattern on the background. But because it's double-sided and used that flip, it kind of gives you that that definition. It separates it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And there you go. You can see now you've got that beautiful shaker with those lovely chunky glitters in there, and using it as a panel, as a topper that goes onto the top of a card. I will just quickly show you some other samples, if I may, Craig, because some lovely ways that you can use it. From your diorama card, you can cut straight into there. Another shaker card there, which that lovely cupcake. Use your gems or your beads. Cut directly into your cardstock. So that's cut directly into the front panel, stamped on there and coloured in without any addition. I love and adore this one Kerry did, where she's popped it onto the spine of the card, so the edge of this the card that opens up. And so many different ways that you are going to be able to use these fabulous dies. And then, of course, your colouring mediums. From a gift box to a card, matching card, that would look gorgeous if you put your gift inside one and then gave them a matching card to go with it as well. Tons of ways that you can use them, Craig. They are absolutely fabulous. And why they are in the masterclass today, because these are gorgeous. It's that mix of two, creator cards and colouring. Bring them together and you've got the colourable creator cards.
Definitely. Absolutely, yes. Debbie said colourable creator cards. I have to say it slowly because I can't seem to say that word. Colourable. Colourable. So yeah, see, now they can't. Just to say as well, right at the start, when you were having a look at our pack shot here, the reason Jamie was on it for so long, he doesn't really know what I'm away to say here, is because I'm like, I've got no boards, there's nothing. They were right at the side of me, right at the side of me just here. I was like, oh. So I'm just like, yeah, you've got your creator card there. Right here, right there you go, and they were right, this is where they were, right at the side, just here. You can't quite see them. So yeah, sorry for that one, Jamie. Right, let's have a very quick look at these in a wee bit more detailed individually. This one being your sweet rose here. You've seen how Debbie used her colourable creator cards. You've seen the different ways within the finished samples. They work well together, either cutting in or cutting out of your card, but using the stamp on its own, of course, looks beautiful. You're going to be able to use these for all throughout the year, of course. You've got, of course, the birthday cupcake there, or celebratory cupcakes. You've got your birds, thinking of you. The sentiments are thinking of you theme, but that does not mean that you have to use these in those ways. You can be using them for many, many different celebrations, those that love the birds. You've then got your flutterby as well, your beautiful butterfly. So you've got that option there of cutting in, cutting out, as you've got with all of them, but then the sentiments give you the die as well. Dragonfly Dreams with these ones here, you know, beautiful colours that Debbie used a moment ago. Whether it's tri-blends, classics, you know, if it's sparkle pens, maybe you're just going to use it in a monochromatic way. Draw around the lines with your ice grey too and leave it like that. You can do. And then you've got your vase, your floral vase here, this one being the special bouquet. Do you know what? I know I did say before you could use them all throughout the year. This one, colour it in so many Christmas floral ways. You would absolutely get away with using that for Christmas. However, the rest, certainly all the way throughout the year, from certainly January, you know, maybe just before Christmas. But we've all got birthdays, we've all got anniversaries, well, I've not got an anniversary, but all of us know someone that's got birthdays, celebrated anniversaries, birthdays, I said that, in December, so you can be using them then too. All of them $42.39 platinum or $48.79. That's a cracking price when it comes to the platinum price. Even if you're not platinum, that $52.99 or $60.99 is still exceptional for your 25 stamps, 24 dies. Many different ways you've seen with Debbie a minute ago. Right, quite a few of you have got a number of these in your baskets, which I'm not surprised. Please, please, please do check them out. You're not going to regret purchasing them and getting crafty with these ones. So what we're going to do is we'll just give you a little moment or two to check out your baskets. We'll be back in a wee moment or two after all about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
There we go, lots and lots of fun that we have here, lots of inspiration here, you know, lots of deals that we have here, just lots going on all the time, including today with it being March, 1st of March, pinch punch, the first of the month, as some of them would say. We have got National Craft Month that's Kickstart all around the world in the craft industry, and what we are going to be doing at Kickstarting as well, we're giving you a little bit of a discount when it comes to some of our products. Now, what I will say is all throughout March, keep watching, because different things are going to be appearing. You're going to get different discounts, you're going to get different incentives. There's going to be lots running all the way through our Crafters TV shows and beyond. Keep an eye on our socials as well, because I know we've got an incredible social media team as well. We've got Grace, and then we've got Olivia, but we've got Chloe, and then we've also got Rebecca. You know, we've got a great team there that are always putting things out there for you to see and watch. And they've put some Insta stories out lately as well from some of us on the team with recent launches, so check them ones out on Crafters Companion UK and US of A. Best one as always, Crafters TV for sure. Now we're going to have a look at the simple Create a Card dies in a moment, but we have got Stephanie Theodos on Facebook is saying, watching and playing with Gildan Flakes. Oh my desks are sparkly and on the floor. I think I need more practice. No, you don't need practice with Gildan Flakes. You just need to enjoy it. Yeah, it will happen. It will happen. Don't worry about getting messy. It's like glitter. Don't worry about it. I would just say, you know, try not sneeze or cough or anything like that, but you will still get some everywhere. It's only natural. Have fun. Enjoy. That is for sure. Going back to what we were looking at a moment ago, Kate McQueen on YouTube saying, I love the rose stamps. Vicky Butterfield on YouTube is saying, Craig, thank you. You're looking extra sharp and yellow today. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I felt really bright this morning when I got up this morning. And I just got a new top, so I thought I'll put it on. Kathy Myers is saying, I love the folders. And Rhonda Crowley Creations on YouTube is saying, lol, my new kitty is watching CCTV. Ha ha ha. Oh, I like it when we see, it's great seeing pictures of you watching us. I like it when we see the animals watch us
laid
as
out
well.
in front of TV, sprawled out on chairs and all those kind of things. Yeah, I love seeing those pictures.
Definitely.
Or perched up looking at TV. That's what I like. You see them at the back of the
when you see them all perched up. Oh, I thought I was going to get that there. Oh,
no, look, he's doing it again. He's put me in vision. Oh, what's he doing? What's he like? You boys. Craig was giving me the finished card samples back. God love him. And breathe.
I know. Yeah, slick TV
so
here, isn't it?
Smooth and slick.
That was my fault, because if I start talking, of course, Jamie or George or Charlotte, they're going to go, who's talking? I should have kept my mouth shut. Should have kept my mouth shut. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Right, let's have a look at these so we can go straight back to Debbie in a moment.
Yeah.
These are, as I call them, the traditional, simply Create a Card dies. They are the simple Create a Card dies. Myself and Leanne launched these a week past Monday. You guys absolutely loved them. There is nothing simple about these when it comes to these designs here. You've got more of that refined detail within some of these ones, but whether you're going in with your glitters, with your double-sided adhesive sheets, maybe you're doing your Gildan Flakes that I have shown you, concertina cards, but then your paper piecing as well. They're giving you the dainty doodles. It's what my granddad used to call me, doodles. He used to call me little doodles. Yeah, little doodles. Or doodles as he called me. But then you've also got your timeless foliage, or foliage, as Debbie is in the building. We've got Rose Garden. These have also got your outside die that Debbie will be showing you in a moment, which opens up many different ways. You've also then got your traditional tiles, and then you've also got your pretty petals. I know this was one of Leanne's favourites, and then that is one of my favourites, but also the fancy floral. I love this one. I love that one. I love that, you know, you've got that squared circle, little wrestling terminology in that one there. You've got that one there, but then you've got the different nesting dies, you know, you've got your dies there that can then build up in the middle, create that aperture in the middle. Mix and match if you want to. If you want to use, you know, maybe one of these square ones in with the circles, of course you can. Absolutely you can do. But this one here is the showstopper deal. So it is your 9-piece collection. So you have got everything that I've just shown you there. You've also got 2 of your water reactive inks. I want to say that's parakeet and anthracite. And then you're also got your 22 metre in length tape runner. All of that is what you are getting within your Create a Card, simple Create a Card die, showstopper collection, 9 pieces in total, $72.96 or $84.80. I mean, for something that just launched a week past Monday with a saving of $44.95 or $52.80 is exceptional. Even better though, when it is platinum, it comes down to $58.37, $67.84. Still there for you guys across Central Europe as well. You just need to go to .eu, shop the day, you're going to find them there. But Debbie, what can we do?
Oh, so many things you can do with these. We've both had the pleasure of being involved in these gorgeous shows, the launches, and since. Create a Card means you can create a multiple ways and variations using these fabulous Create a Cards. And like Craig said, there's nothing simple about these. They are superb, beautiful designs. They're absolutely gorgeous. With the nesting dies, just brings the world of Create a Card into a whole new era, because these are perfect for your paper piecing. That one is beautiful. I can't see it on screen, so I'm hoping it shows very well on the camera because it's very bright in here, so I'm not sure what it's showing like. By the bare naked eye, shall we call it? It's
like that round the
yeah,
edge,
it's very difficult to see. The same with this one. I don't know how much of that design you can see. But in terms of the cards, you know, the cards that you've seen there, different styles of cards, diorama cards, doing the pieces where you can layer up as well using your nesting dies, using it to create apertures as well, for me, really does showcase these gorgeous dies off.
Sure.
So I'm going to use some multi-purpose cardstock. Look how many dies you're getting. I mean, really, that again in itself can cut directly into your cardstock. Use the outer frame together with that stitched edge design and you create that beautiful frame, which is what I'm going to do with this one. And then I'm just going to hold that down with some low tack tape again, and I'm just going to make sure I've got that in the right place. There we go. Bring that in. And again, a little bit of low tack tape, holding that down. And then there's things that you can do with this now, because you've got these dies to be able to create a full solid piece, or when you start adding your aperture dies, this is the kind of thing that you're going to be able to achieve with it. I don't know if we can just come back over just for a second, just over the top, please, if that's okay. Just, it's no good seeing me here. Can we go that way?
Just getting that contrast just right.
Oh, bless them. Are they? Oh, lovely. Yeah, because is it difficult to see on screen there?
It was a little bit.
Thank
yeah,
you,
so,
because
yeah.
it's been quite difficult for me to see it. So if I'm struggling to see it, I'm wondering if you guys can see it. So it's always nice to know. Let us know. And so, who is it looked after us this afternoon? Is it Rachel, Susie, Rachel?
So it's Rachel that's on
Rachel,
this afternoon.
So Rachel, let us know what it comes across like on the screen.
Well, we're literally just taking a minute, as Debbie said as well, just so you can see it clearly. The guys are just taking just a minute just to get that sharpness, just that little bit right. It is the Create a Card dies. What we can do as well is after this demonstration, there's a question here, Debbie.
Yeah.
Just saying, this is from Vicky saying, Debbie, could you please open that simple card with the vase? So this is the stamp and die one. We'd lovely to see how it works in the inside. So
oh yes, so that's yes, I will do, because that's that gorgeous sample that Kerry did for us, and it really is beautiful. So in terms of the opening, there you go. What she's done is she's taken the die in the frame and she's chopped it and taken away the edge. So instead of it being the solid one, instead of it being the full solid one, what has happened is she's taken away half of it and created this lovely on the edge feel. So this lovely, or like I said, on the spine of a card. It could be easily on the spine of a card, but again, looks absolutely incredible. So in terms of how that works, that's exactly what Kerry's done there. It really is a beautiful sample. Every time I do these, I want to see what they look like. So absolutely fabulous.
Perfect.
Again, really, really good. So I hope that helped you there.
Definitely.
Now, shall we go back to the simple Create a Cards?
Yeah.
Fabulous. So we're just going to let the guys know, because I'm not sure that they know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure that, but guys, we can't hear you.
We can't hear
anyone.
anyone.
Are in the studio. We feel like it's just myself and Craig.
Yes.
We can't hear anybody. Can we hear you?
Ah,
Thank you
there
very
we
much.
go.
Just so we know that there's no
Yeah.
technical issues going off.
Yes,
We
well-
lost you completely. Both me and myself and Craig,
We're okay.
we were doing a little bit of sign language.
Can you hear? Can you hear it?
And I'm going-
Yeah.
It's-
We're all good,
No,
absolutely.
so we're all good. That's good. So, shall we go back to the top angle
There
if
we
we can,
go.
just so I can show you? I've popped it onto our multi-purpose cardstock, but this is when you can take this and create an aperture. You can then move that out and go in to create a bigger framed aperture, or you can come back in and you can take the next one and create even a bigger
Yeah.
framed aperture. So 3 different ways. When you remove the outer frame, you cut it into your cardstock. So think of all your gift boxes, your light up boxes and all those kind of things. And then of course these are nesting dies. 3 nesting dies that sit within each other, which then enable you to create some really nice topper sheets, which is what I've done with this. Because that's exactly what I'm going to do with this one. If you catch the launch show with our lovely, was it yourself and Leanne, Craig, that
was,
did the
yeah,
launch? Yeah,
it was.
You can go back and watch that and see all the multiple ways that Craig, and I know you did some beauties in there as well. I am just going to show you, you can get it onto your Gemini jewellery plates. So even though you think you might not be able to, because it is a substantial die, that's the largest of the dies. There's 3 squares, there's 3 of the 6x4s. Is that right, Craig?
That's right,
If I remember
yeah.
rightly, yes, thank you. So again, just run that through. That's going to cut out the whole pieces. Did you do a paper piecing technique with this, Craig?
I did,
I
yes.
thought so.
I
Because
did
they
indeed.
aren't they lending themselves to
Perfectly,
a
yeah.
bit of paper piecing. And I'll do a tiny little bit of paper piecing. I'm not going to do a full-on demo with that, but again, just showing you lots of different ways. We know it's a masterclass. We want to show you how to use these. We are always aware there are new people joining us all the time. Have we done the craft along with this yet?
No, Debbie Fisher
Did we
has
say
got the
this
craft
yesterday?
along.
I thought, you know, I couldn't remember if we said it, Johnny. I do apologise.
Living
Thank you. And it's our Debbie Fisher.
It is,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I knew we'd said about the craft along. I know, and I'm keeping you on your toes, Johnny, that's why. I mean, you disappeared and left us all by ourselves. We thought we were all by ourselves, didn't we, Craig?
All by
We both.
ourselves. Don't wanna be all by...
Now, I've got myself, again, you can see the kind of theme I'm running along with that Say It With Flowers paper pad. It's one of the other sides, actually. It's not with much of the flower design on. But isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
And again, I just want to highlight that just by sticking that literally onto the top. So I'm going to pop down now, and then, like I said, paper piecing, the stained glass window effect, pop your acetate behind the back and colour with your alcohol mediums. So much potential. So much potential. Oops, always see it afterwards. You think you've got every little piece out,
yeah,
Craig.
there's always one little
There's
bit.
always 1 or 2 little pieces still stuck in there, driving you mad. But I've just cut this down size. Now, this is actually a 5x7 by 5x7, and I just wanted the panel to be the exact size.
Okay.
So I've cut it to 5 by, she says 5x7. Let me just come in a little bit closer there. There we go. I'll pop that onto there, which looks just beautiful when it's in there, and again that lovely orange piece just really emphasises it. Now, paper piecing is a lovely technique. We do wait a minute. Oh God, I've had it again. I'm so sorry,
You've done
Craig.
it. You've done it, yeah. They do it. It's usually me. It's
We do hold hand release sheets. That's the word I was looking for. So go and check the website out. Although, did we say they were out of stock? I thought so. So do you know what I've used? You'll use this. Do you know the sheets? The
Yes.
double-sided
Yeah.
adhesive sheets. I know you use them a lot.
Yeah.
And I just stuck them straight back on my bit because I know where I'm like, I lose bits, Craig. But because they're double-sided adhesive, they will actually stick directly into there. So again, crying out to be paper pieced. Whether you want to use, now just be careful if you are using double-sided adhesive sheets, because if you're anything like me, Craig, I don't do tweezers. Do you do
No, it's
tweezers?
not, do you know something? It's something. Even when it came to the foil press in the past, I've never used the tweezers.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not very good with
more
tweezers.
of a hindrance for me.
Yeah, I find them a little bit, I think it's because I'm all fingers and thumbs, Craig, to be totally honest with you. So I don't do them. I know Jan's a whiz with the tweezers.
I was just about to say, when I'm ever on with Jan in the past, and I do watch Jan closely on the monitors that we have, because she's so calm and delicate when it comes to the tweezer uses. Me, I'd just be like, no, that just me and tweezers don't get on.
Exactly, me and tweezers don't get on either, Craig, so I'm glad it's not just me. Although, to be fair, they have a place in my craft room.
Of course they do.
Because, you know, when I'm doing heat embossing on a smaller piece, I wouldn't be without my tweezers, let me tell you, because you could get your fingers in a little bit of a hot mess if you go too close to it. So for me, personally, tweezers have a place, just not for this kind of thing. But I see her do it with all sorts of techniques. I think she's a whiz kid with it, absolute whiz kid with it. So I'm just doing a little bit of paper piecing and I'm just highlighting each one of these gorgeous petals. But you did another lovely colouring technique, Craig, where you coloured behind the back and you did a little technique showing that. So again, if you want to have a little look, go back to that launch day show, which I'm sure if our producer Johnny is able to tell us, because I'm throwing it back to him. The date, because I can't remember the date. Look, is he cursing me there?
I should know. I'm the one. It should stick in my mind.
I can't remember. It was last week.
20th of February at 2 p.m.
Yeah, so you could go back and watch that. I think that's in the wrong petal there. Let me just get that in the right petal. There we go.
Just you saying that one day, and I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, what I'd done, cut a piece out, just our white multi-purpose, and it was wasn't this out, it was one of the other one. But what I'd done is I stuck it onto Nina cardstock.
Yes.
And then I coloured in with my tri-blends, and you may think, well, that would leave a messy edge, which it did. But then I cut it again within multi-purpose cardstock and lay it direct over the top, and it's such a cool technique.
Absolutely, and if I may say so, Craig, looked absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Really stunning. So yes, beautiful dies, those lending themselves to so many different techniques. And again, you can see now that's created that beautiful panel. It's just lifted it a little bit. I could have coloured it. I could have taken my mediums and I could have coloured in there with pencils or with our tri-blends to create that. And then I've used, now you'll be proud of me, Craig, I've steered away from the With Love because I use the With Love all the time. In fact, so much so, I think I used it on every demo yesterday.
Did you?
I did tell you I absolutely loved that die. However, the happy birthday is from that collection of dies, and I thought I would use it onto there. And I'm going to use some foam pads into the back of that again, just to pick that out, and again just to show you how incredibly easy it is to achieve these sorts of looks. But then the aperture possibilities, framing that could have created that lovely frame. Now then, Debbie, what have you done with your card blank? Oh dear Lord.
It's disappeared.
It's disappeared, so I'm going to have to cut myself another one very quickly. However, I have the right tools in here, Craig, because I have scoreboards, I have guillotines, and I'm just going to check. Yep, so if I go to, I'm going to go to 6 by 6. Let me bring my guillotine in. All is not lost, Craig, all is not lost. Because I did say, because it is the simple creator card, I was going to keep it fairly simple. And I'm going to come in at 6 1/4 with my multi-purpose cardstock. And then another sheet there, just to give it that little bit of a...
Hero tool tonight, beautiful beginnings.
A what?
Hero tool tonight, beautiful beginnings.
A hero tool.
It is the guillotine.
I can't live without my guillotine. I don't know about yourself, Craig.
Cannot live.
I cannot live without it. I have to have it. I craft with it every single day. Every single day. Do you, Craig?
No.
What? No, you don't craft with it every single day.
I wasn't listening to you. Can I just...
No,
I
don't use it every day. No, I don't use the guillotine every day.
I'm going to out them because that made me look really, really bad. And I'm going to out them here. In the gallery, they were singing, I can't live living without my guillotine.
Was so funny.
That's what I was listening to as you were speaking.
And do you use it? I can't live without mine every single day. I craft with mine every single day. Do you, Craig? Nope. Just like that.
Just like that. If I'm not yawning in front of Debbie's face.
Not listening.
Not listening.
Too busy listening to the dulcet tones of our Jamie, who is on Vision Mixing today, and our beautiful producer Johnny, who is head of everything in here. God help us.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. And I've said it like you have, Debbie. I can't live without the guillotine. It's what I use. It's how I do my mats and layers.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I just cannot live without it. So, yes, next time, Craig, I'll just suggest just listening to me, not the boys. So there you have it, and I'm going to keep it really nice and simple, and I'm just going to finish it off, Craig, because I can't help myself, but I found some beautiful gems that I'm just going to stick into the corner that complement the colours, as you know I love.
Yeah, with you actually just using the gems there, or your poke tool. So this could actually be a couple of things, but I'm going to say anyway. Anne from Twin Cities is saying, could you use a gem picker for that, so the paper piecing? So I'm not sure if you mean like a poke tool, or you know how you get like your crystal art, where you get the little gem picker-uppers with the little sticky adhesive at the end. If that's what you're meaning, yeah, you could do, couldn't you?
Of course you could, yeah, absolutely. And I've just kept that really lovely. I mean, I can understand why Leanne and the team called them simple, because they are simply stunning. A lovely, simple designs, but they're anything but simple in terms of the creator card. I've kept it very basic. I've kept it in a 6x6, or just a fraction over 6x6, and kept it within the nesting dies layered in there, bit of paper piecing, so a little bit of a simple technique, but absolutely incredible. I love these dies, Craig. They are absolutely my favourite, #1 right now, creator card dies. I adore them. They are beautiful. And I'm a little bit envious that our fabulous Debbie was going to come up with, I know she will, a show-stopping performance with that gorgeous craft along, because she's got the fabulous dice to work with, and then her fabulous creativity as well.
How do you think I feel? I thought I was the cat that got the cream. Not only did I have the launch, I thought I was going to have the craft along as well. Remember when we were talking about
We did, yeah.
In jokey ways with each, I can't believe you've got that launch. I can't believe that Debbie's got the craft along for them. I cannot believe it. But then I do have the craft along tomorrow of the embossing folders that Debbie Fisher also launched as well. So we'll have a look at that later on. So, you know, it all works out. But I know, as Debbie said, Debbie Fisher will do an incredible craft along when it comes to that one. Stephanie is saying, what collection was that happy birthday die? Gemini Minis, I think it was.
Gemini Mini Expressions.
It was, the Expressions. That's what that's from. Mary Pat 1000 saying, beautiful card, Debbie. And Lois is saying, I love paper piecing. It's a beautiful card. Thank you, Debbie. It was beautiful that what she created there, wasn't it? Gorgeous. And that has come from our simple creator card die collection. Now this one here is your 9-piece, it's your showstopper. So you're going to get the fancy florals that Debbie just used a moment ago. You've also got your pretty petals. You've also got as well your traditional tiles. You've also got rose garden. And then you've also got as well your timeless foliage. Now within that one there on launch day I done a beautiful, it's kind of like a concertina card that I made, inspired by Nicola Armstrong on the team, who done a beautiful, beautiful one. So that is all of them. Just to say as well, with the fancy florals, as well as that gorgeous card Debbie done, I done a reel last week as well from home using this one. But I have to say, a banger of a tune from Shania Twain, who's just come back out.
Giddy up. I love that song.
Isn't it so good?
I love Shania. I love Shania. Yeah, giddy up, giddy up. I love that song. If you haven't checked it out, go and check Shania Twain's latest song out. It's absolutely a banging tune. It really, really is.
Banging tune.
It is a fabulous tune. It is, Craig. I totally agree with you on that one.
Could not help but use that one for sure. But now you will need some cardstock, of course. We've got Centura Pearl. This one here is our Simply, sorry, that was the Simply one. Just to say as well, with that showstopper, you're getting parakeet, you're also getting anthracite, both water reactive, and you're going to get your tape runner as well, which is 22 metres in length. So that's what your showstopper collection is. Then we are going to be having a look at our Centura Pearl. This is our Masterclass 6-piece collection, 60 sheets in total. Then that works out, I'm going to say you're going to get 6 packs there, you're getting 10 in each, 310 GSN, absolutely exceptional. If you got your 6x6 Centura Pearl card blanks that myself and Debbie had last week, these are going to work beautifully, of course. You've got your old gold, you've then got your ivory. You've also got the one that I am using so much at the moment is the mint green. Absolutely adore that. You've then got your lilac. You've then got your cherry. And then you've got your deep purple, or Cadbury's purple, as we say, or chocolate box purple. All of that you are getting. That's giving you your 60 sheets. As I said, you're getting 10 sheets in each of these ones here. They are that exceptional 310 GSM. Beautiful to just fold and score. Maybe you want to do the die cutting. Maybe you want to do the embossing. And of course, you can absolutely do that. for sure. Beautiful when it comes to the card shield projects or boxes. Look gorgeous with Insignia apparel. £20, $35, or platinum price, £16 or $28. Also on Shop the Day. Then we've got our ornate pop-outs. I am going to hold my hands up here, be completely honest, and say I very rarely use these in the way that they've been designed. I very rarely use these in that pop-out way. I use these for beautiful, intricate topper points on the front of cards, because you've got that die that creates that pop-out, but also it's matte and layer dies. That's how I tend to use them. So it's the best of both worlds here. So we've got our Regal Diamond. Now within these ones, we've seen some samples at the start Debbie showed you. This one has just come away, so we'll see the finished samples a moment again with Debbie before we go into the demo. But then we've also got Majestic Damask. We've also then got our Grand Circle. And then we've also, that in the front of some of your simple creator card, Debbie. You know, that wouldn't that look gorgeous as well? And then you've got your Baroque Oval with the nut on there. I'm not going there. I am not going there. No, don't worry, I'm not going there. That is your ornate pop-out die collection. Wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's a different story. 4-piece collection. This is giving you your 20 dies in total. $23.77 or $30.82. You're saving £16.19 or you're saving $20.98 for these ones there. But as we know, it gets better if you're platinum. £19.02 or $24.66. All of these on that today's price anyway is giving you a 40% saving. Does come down more if you're platinum. Of course, it will change on what level you are at on Club Inspire, but with the platinum giving you that 20% extra discount, it's a win-win for sure. All across on the website, .co.uk.com or .eu. But we do want to see these in a little bit more detail, and that's what
we
Debbie's
do
going to
indeed, and I'm going to show you some of the amazing ways that you can use them. Like Craig said, how Leanne and the team developed these was to be the centre stage in the centre of a card, and to give you a little bit of a different kind of twist or pop-up. So it's almost got that nesting die ability, but with the inside being taken centre stage. However, they are from that creator card range. So what does that mean? It means you can use them in many, many ways, and not just, well, just take it on from another level to what Leanne and the team designed. Now, that is how they were designed to work, in the centre of the card. So in the centre of your card, and what I will just say is, and it's not that I'm calling anybody out here, I'm not dissing anybody, Craig, but can you see the faux pas that someone's done with this card?
Yes.
It's
a little
literally
bit too proud.
Yes, a bit too proud. So you need to bear that in mind when you are using these. I'm going to make it in a different way. This is a masterclass after all, so I'm going to use it in a different way. But again, I'm going to show you what some of the amazing design team have done. Oh dear, look! Oh dear, don't shout at me, will you? Bye-bye. I don't know who made that. I'm so sorry. I do apologise. I am a little bit, I'll say this slowly today, heavy-handed, changing the way that I say.
I heard about that one.
So I'm going to change the way that I say words, because I want you to see the kind of ways that you're going to be able to use them to create that lovely pop-out feature. So again, this is another lovely one, because it's on this, it's on like a different kind of a card, almost like a little bit, you know, the bay window kind of style card.
It is, isn't it?
So some really lovely ways. I will apologise to whoever made that card. I feel absolutely dreadful. I've just done that. Sorry. I'll try and fix it. I'll try and fix it. This is, again, different ways that you can use these. So, again, lots and lots of different lovely ways. How I'm going to use it, though, Craig, to be a stand-up, proud and loud card that's just going to be the centre stage. And with your choice of colours there and the papers, you absolutely can be doing this. So I'm going to give you the measurements of my card, Craig. So I've used multi-purpose cardstock again, like I do with the majority of my bases. And the measurements to this are, in fact, if I remember rightly, it's just from an A4 sheet. So a full A4 sheet, but what I've done is I've chopped it down to 6.5. So that is 6.5 by the full length of an A4 sheet. And then I've scored it in at 3 inches and 9 inches. Now, on the 6-inch mark, and I'm just going to come in very closely with me poke tool here, I've just scored a little bit at the top and the bottom. I've not taken the score line all the way through. Now, you can if you want to.
Okay.
It won't affect it too much. However, I don't want to weaken that. So I'm going to bring in, these are all the nesting dies, decorative nesting dies that fit in inside, solid pieces, all separate pieces as well that will cut out independently of their own. So you're getting 5 dies in each, but the worker die is this one. And the worker die here is where I want to line that up. Right. So if I just bring, so you can see it, and I'm just going to pop that on there so you can actually see it. I'm going to put a little pencil line so you can see where I'm going with this, where I've taken that 6-inch. But I've only just scored it at the top and the bottom. But I want you to see where, can you see that? Is that okay? Because on the screen again, I'm not really sure you can see it.
We can just about see it,
Thank you. The lights are really bright in this studio,
Strong
aren't they?
today.
Now, at the
there
very
we go. Look at that. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Right at the very top and the bottom, there's what I call the little kissy lips, because they look like a little pair of duck lips. Yeah, like that, Craig. I love that then. I was so close. I saw it up close and personal then. But yeah, honestly, it's just so you can line up that die so you know where you're going to place it. Now, it is important for this bit, and this is why I would say don't score until after. Because if you score and you've slipped, what will happen is this can then weaken that middle piece, and that's the last thing you want to do. So for me, do the drawing, do the scoring afterwards.
Okay.
And like I said, there's no right or wrong way, but I think you'll probably come a little bit unstuck with your centre panel should you pop the score line all the way down the bottom to the top. It is a thin metal die, so I'm going to try it again without, because obviously, like I said, this is a machine that I'm not used to because I'm not normally in this room, Craig.
Not in this one, no.
So I'm going to try it again without the metal, without the magnetic shim. And if I need to add, because again, what you want to remember is those where the duck kissy lips are, if you've put too much pressure, you can tear the car. Tear the card.
Got ya.
Yes. So just be always mindful of that when you're coming in. I think I'm okay, Greg. I think I'm okay.
And that is the prime example compared to earlier on, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it's just about making sure you get this bit right and everything else is absolutely fine. So now you can see you've got this gap here and the gap there, and it's perfectly lined in that centre. And for me, when you put your score line in now, it will make it very much easier, and it won't tear. I can never say it right because I come up here and you all say it differently up here. Tear the card. How do you say it? Tear. Tear.
Yeah.
Do you say tear?
Tear. Going to tear the card.
Yeah. I love how you say it, Craig. How do you say it?
Tear. Tear.
Tear.
Tear.
It's the way you say it, Craig. I could listen
It's
to
the
your
way you say
accent
it.
all day long. I really
Tear.
could. Look at that cute little face there in the box. Now, what we're going to do is, you can see that it's cut out from the top and the, both of the side pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this up like so. And that is how you create that pop-out feature. And then these two pieces will come in. Because again, we're going to just create a little bit of a fancy fold on the front. Now, if this was going on to the inside of a card, when you fold it and fold it up, you've got to remember either tuck it in, it's going to either come out a little bit proud, or you can make it bigger. So you can make a bigger card frame, because wouldn't that look beautiful in the centre of a card now?
It would.
Like that. Absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to have this as a full card piece, a full card base, like so. Again, very bright. I can't really see it, Craig, so I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to add me card panels underneath. Now, I've gone very bright. You're not going to miss it now, because I have cut myself some panels down using the and if I remember rightly, Say it with flowers. And I've created full panels. And rather than cutting away from it like I would normally do, and I have done in the past, I'm giving it a full-on feature where you can't actually see where we've cut it away from. And it covers up all those, some people call it ugly. I mean, I personally don't, but it's entirely up to you whether or not you do this. But I wanted full panels. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to put my full panels, and then we'll concentrate on the centre bit. So again, we're going to come in now.
Got you a little bit of a reprieve there, Debbie. Heidi Hess on Facebook saying, Debbie, that card was broken before you showed it. It's not your fault.
Oh, thank you. Oh, so I'm not going to get into trouble then.
No.
I thought I was a bit heavy-handed with it, because you know what I'm like. I'm not subtle, am I, really? I'm not very subtle when it comes to handling things. I'm a little bit on the heavy-handed side, and I know I am. And I thought I broke it.
No, you
Did you see the panic in my face?
And Shadaya, no, I'm not sitting. It's just the way the camera angles are. Thinks I'm sitting. Is the Scotty Hottie sitting?
Is the Scotty Hottie sitting?
Yeah, is the Scotty Hottie Craig sitting? No, I'm not. It's just the way the angles are in the studio.
Now, when you're popping this on, unless you're putting some panels at the back, just bear that in mind where you're going to put your glue. Because if you're going to put your glue, don't put it all over the back. Pop your glue, and I'll just turn it over to show you what I mean. Pop your glue just down here, because
Wow,
otherwise you're going to have a
that.
bit of a messy back,
No.
and it's going to get a bit sticky, and we don't want that.
Wouldn't have thought of that.
No, so yeah, it's just remembering these little bits. Craig, I've done it before, it passed, so I know exactly what I'm like. So again, I'm just going to stick my panel on, and just by simply turning it over, it means I can position it, and because I've used wet glue, or as I call it, the all-purpose glue, I can position that into place, and then I can do it on the other side and repeat there on the other side. So I can turn that over, flip that down, bearing in mind not to tear it, because if you tear it, that's when it's going to all fall to bits, and that's the last thing we want. We don't want it falling to bits. We want to keep it nice and... Uh-oh. What did I just say? What did I just say,
But
Craig?
will you not be... Oh, not that right enough, yeah, because it's folded
actually,
over.
Yeah, because look, you silly Billy Debbie.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Needs must. Just remind me not to close the card, Craig.
Although
There we go.
we could do a little bogey rub, couldn't we?
A bogey rub. You see, I call it, it's like rubbing it together, and it creates those little rubber balls. But yes, we can get rid of it that way. Or you can put some panels down there to give the centre bit actually a little bit more strength and rigidity, especially if you're using it as what I'm going to do in a second, use it as a card front. So right now, I've got all this area to fill. Because already you can see how it's popping, it looks lovely. And again, if it's going on the centre of a card, those two panels will stick into that centre. So you've got options here. However, let that dry there for a second, Debbie. Bringing in now those decorative panels, you have got all of these gorgeous panels to create your mats and layers. So run that through, and I've gone with, again, colours that match. So from that beautiful set with flowers, I've used the linen cardstock. So that is this one cut out that's going to sit on there. The decorative piece, I did say they were standalone dies that cut out. That die cuts out perfectly. I don't have to add a frame to it. I can just simply use it as a mat and layer piece, which is what I'm going to do. And I've popped some foam pads onto the back, and we're going to layer that in so it looks absolutely beautiful and really showcases off those gorgeous mats and layers that are in the centre.
Okay.
You've then got two more, Craig. So two more in there means you've got options to have a little play around with your colour. That's the next one. And the next one in there is the little slinky one. I'm going to keep that flat, the middle piece.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop a little bit of glue just into there. And then I'm going to add a foam pad just onto the back, and I'm going to really make this stand out as a centrepiece, using it as a mat and layer piece. So again, take the top off there, pop that into the centre, and then what we're going to do is we are going to decorate. Now I've chosen for my decoration some butterflies from, do you recognise where these are from, Craig?
Let me have a closer look. Oh,
No, not the mini
it's
ones.
not
They're from a collection.
Dancing dragonfly. Not dragonfly. Daisies. Delightful
Yes.
daisies. It's from that same die set that little daisy that you used earlier on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with them. I love them. You know I love my butterflies. Absolutely love my butterflies. Now, because I've got my pencil mark, obviously, rub out just that top on the bottom. I don't have to worry about anything else because I'm covering it up. So I'm going to pop that into that centre. Before I do, let me just, I'll keep that one, I'll keep it flat. So I'm going to come in with a bit of wet glue again, just around the edge. And then we're going to attach that to the front panel, give it the wiggle time to get it into place, set that down, and then I'm going to attach, and I'm not going to try that hot glue gun again. So I'm just going to come in with my tape pen, put one in the centre.
Is that a gold or like a Centura
It's
Pearl
the gold, so it's the
okay.
Centura, if I
So
remember
the
right,
old
it's the
gold.
Centura Pearl Solar Gold.
Oh,
Yeah, the Solar Gold. Yeah, so just pop that on. I've just popped a couple of little gems just into the centre. Where's me? Oh, it's there. Where's my other little butterfly? Now, promise me you won't shout at me.
Why?
I chose a sentiment.
Oh, here we go. What one could it be? It's going to be, of course, with love.
I love it so much. And we found out yesterday, we've still got it in stock.
We do?
And it's only £2 something.
Wowza.
£2.49. I mean, come on, Craig. Then how many times are you going to be able to use that gorgeous sentiment?
Well,
really,
not as
seriously.
many as you.
I mean,
Used them all day yesterday, you said?
yep, I love them. I just think they're fabulous. It's just a fabulous die. Honestly, I did say when they launched, I'm going to use those sentiments a ton of times, and I absolutely have. And there you go. You've got that beautiful centre stage that sits in the centre, and as long as you've positioned it right, you are not going to go wrong.
No.
It's an incredible die set. It's that lovely ornate panel, but then from the creator card range, so many different ways that you are going to be able to use it. Centre stage, fronts of your gatefolds, like you said, Craig, the nesting die ability is just, there's just so much potential with this die
There
set,
is.
and the gorgeous shapes as well.
Definitely. And to be fair, I can hardly talk because I'm constantly using the hello die from our advent calendar last year. So, yeah, I can't talk, can I? Right, let's have a look at these ones here. So that one was your ornate pop-out dies that we're going to have another quick look at here. All of these ones here, you are going to be getting a 4-piece collection, 20 dies in total, £23.77 or $30.82. You've then got your Baroque oval. You've then also got your Grand Circle. You've also got your Majestic Damask. And you've also got your Regal Diamond. So all of these can be used in the way that Debbie was showing you a moment ago, or use them as simple, beautiful, nested matte and layer dies. Absolutely gorgeous if you choose to use them in that way. That really good saving, but if you're platinum, then it comes down to £19.02 or $24.66. But then we have got to do, because we're just about at the end of the show, demo of the show, and we've got some gorgeous ones for you to choose from. I know I say it quite a lot, and I am going to say it again because it is truthful. I am so glad I'm not the one choosing today because I don't know what one I would go for, Debbie.
I know, and you know what? We didn't get time to quite get it in, so I might just talk to producer Johnny and say, can we pop it in the Beautiful Beginnings show? It's very easy to do, so don't be disappointed. It means you don't have to tune in at 6 o'clock to watch us to do that, so that we can squeeze it in, because we just couldn't. We've had some fabulous deals on the show. Did we start with this one?
So
we started with the ribbon. Let's start with the ribbon. So the ribbon threading die, number 1, using the ribbon threading. Number 2 was the colourable creator card, number 2. Number 3 was the very simple but beautiful, elegant, simple creator card dies. And number 4 was the ornate pop-out gorgeous die as well. So 4, 3, being a bit colourful today, Craig, 2, or 1, you decide.
Choice is yours. You'll have a couple of minutes. Rachel will tally up the votes and let us know as to who's going to be going head to head with Debbie and Wake Up Call, and then of course Debbie and Beautiful Beginnings for demo of the day. Right, we are going to have a quick look at our ribbon thread and dies there. So that was the one that Debbie used right at the start. 22 of these are left. Do you know something? If you want something fun, if you want something different, if you want something that you're just going to use in a simple way, no ribbon thread and no nothing along those lines, these are beautiful. Die cut it, matte and layer with the back, sentiment. Maybe you're going to go with hello, or maybe you're going to go with love that Debbie loves, then these are going to look beautiful. But then do your ribbon threading, do your threading of your paper strips if you want to. If you've got strips from your iris folding, start to use these offcuts when it comes to your pattern papers. Each of these you can do the threading in different ways, different angles. You can then start to do different styles. Debbie showed you within our first demonstration with the organza ribbon how you can actually start to twist as you thread. So think of these ways. Mix and match. Do organza ribbon one way. Go in with your twine a different way. If you want to, you can do that. If you want to use these as paper piece and dies, you can do that one as well. Cut into them and make them that little bit smaller with other nested dies. Maybe you've got your matte and layer dies, you can do that. In the die sets that we give you when it comes to that outline die, I prefer that personally, and I know Debbie enjoys them as well because it gives you two options. It means that you can cut in or then you can cut out. Cutting in means you can go to whatever size cardstock that you so wish. Cutting out just means that you can then start to position them in different places, maybe scrapbook pages, memory book, anything like that. You can do that, of course. So you are going to get all of them. So it's a 5-piece collection or 5-piece set, but you are going to get 10 dies in total. It's giving you a 60% saving on that today's price, which is £21.06 or $25.41. Look at that saving when it comes to that 60%, £43.89 or $49.34. But you've guessed it, it's even better though when it comes to platinum price, £16.85 or $20.33. And let's not forget as well, if we revert back to that video with Sarah in Club Inspire, if this is your very first purchase with us on Crafters TV, if you choose to go for them, you'll actually get them at $16.85 or $20.33 because you get 20% off your first order. So whichever way, it is a win-win. If it is the first one you're ever going to buy or purchase from us, what a way to start. Such a fun thing to start. And then you need a die cutting machine. You've maybe got one of our Gemini machines, maybe you've got another branded machine that you're looking then to join the Gemini family, or maybe you're going to be gifting a free Gemini machine. You are going to be getting your Gemini machine. So this is your MIDI, so this is your manual. So this one is your 6x9. You're going to get that one for free. So what you are going to be paying for, essentially actually, is less than what the MIDI machine would be on its own. So you're going to be paying for all of these. So you're going to get your rose iris fold-in dies. So this one you're going to be able to do your iris fold-in, or use the dies as a beautiful aperture or a silhouette. 5 elements in total. You're going to get your love heart frame, so that's another one part of our create a card dies, cut in, cut out, but you've got that love die plus lots of sentiments that will work in conjunction with the love die. You've got Enchanted Dreams template stencil here, ink through them, spritz through them. Me and Debbie know something that's going to be launching later on this month that are going to work absolutely perfect for these. Then you've got your connecting sentiments. You've got congrats, that's included. And you're also going to be getting your butterfly waterfall die set here. Now, the cost of this one alone, you've got 22 elements when it comes to this one here. And this one, it's round about 20, I think it's round about £20, just over £24.99 on its own this is worth. You're getting that and all of that, which on its own is exceptional, completely incredible, the deal that you're getting. But we're going to be giving you a tape runner for free. No, we're not. Well, that's a joke. We're going to give you a MIDI machine for free. Just for clarification, you do not get a tape runner. You get something even better. You're going to be getting your MIDI machine for free. So it's your full machine, manual machine. You're going to be getting your folder because it's folder based, but you're also going to get your purple shim as well that you're going to use with your 2D embossing folders. All of that, $63.95 or $78.79. You're saving just under 70 quid, which is phenomenal. Or you're just saving just over $90. Again, phenomenal. Platinum price £51.16 or $63.03. Mary Pat 1000, gorgeous card, Debbie, absolutely beautiful. Samantha Cheney on YouTube, Debbie, a messy back is better than a messy bottom. Clearly I didn't proofread that one first, did I?
That's a good one, I like that.
That'll teach me. That's a good one. I like that as well. I like that. A demo of the show that is, so it's mostly from you guys. A lot of you watching from YouTube today, but it does go to number 4.
Oh, number 4.
Number 4.
Oh, do you know, I'm really pleased because sometimes our lovely ornate pop-outs, they don't get a look in, do they? But I'm pleased you loved it. And I'll tell you something, it's really easy to achieve that card yourself. And like I said, that could be a card as it is. Lovely concertina style card, or it could be on the inside of a card as well. But very easy to achieve those looks. It's a beautiful, beautiful die set. And I've enjoyed my little mini masterclass. I always do when it comes to a create a card.
Yes.
Because there's just so many ways you can use them.
Absolutely.
A ton of ways you can use them that you'll find throughout YouTube, on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook groups, where you'll find lots of tuitions from ourselves. You'll find lots of inspiration from the gorgeous crafting community that watches day in, day out, and join us. There's a lot of people that don't watch us day in, day out. They just join the communities for that lovely crafty feel with lots of inspiration on there as well. So you've got all this inspiration. Once you've got a fabulous creator card, but a potential to do so many different things with is really what I love about them. They're fabulous.
It really, really, I couldn't have said it better myself, Debbie, for sure. Remember as well, all of us on the team are on social. Very easy to find us. Debby Robinson, CC, Craig Laird, CC, Jan Brown, CC, you guess where I'm going with that one. Both Facebook, both YouTube as well. Instagram, Facebook and Instagram. So just give us a follow as well as the whole team. But that's not it. We've still got another show to go when it comes to Beautiful Beginnings. What we're going to be looking at?
We've got all sorts on the Beautiful Beginnings, and I do love. We're definitely going to do this one because we just ran out of time, and I didn't want to rush the demo.
No.
They did say, "Can you get a demo done in about a few minutes?" I went, "Do you know who I am?" No. So we're not going to rush it, and I love these. I know you do, Craig, with a shape die. So we're going to do we're going to do this. We're also going to cover. Now I'm trying to remember. I think we've got slide and pop-ups.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Slide, pop up, that's the way, yep. We've got pop out.
Pop out, okay.
Pop outs. And we've actually got a little bit, and I say a little bit, but we've got a lovely Nature's Garden selection that might include daisies, that might include gnomes, that might include lots of things to do with nature that we'll have a look at as well. But we've got so much more. Honestly, the stuff that I've got under here, touching on some of our glitter markers, tricolours, tri-blends, there's just a lot of things underneath the counter that I haven't quite got to. Have you got your craft one project?
Gosh,
I know
there
is a ton of stuff under here that our Tracy's filled for me. Oh yeah, we've got to go.
Yeah,
we've got to go because there's something happening in the other room.
Well, what I'll do is in Beautiful Beginnings, we'll show my craft look because it's inspired from our weekend show.
I know that absolutely everybody loved and adored, and that's why this fabulous young man has decided to bring it to a craft along for you because you nearly blew the internet up with that thing.
Bless
you really did. So yeah, it's going to be a good one.
But we better go. If you go across onto Crafters USA Facebook page, you're going to find Sarah and Ben, where they're going to be giving you a preview across on HSN for you guys stateside. I know so many of you here in the UK, including us, as well as you guys Europe. You love to watch because you love to see what's going to be coming very soon. We're quite privy as to what's coming very, very soon. And we're excited about March.
We're excited.
It's National Craft Month, of course.
Yeah.
Lots of benefits across on our website. We'll see you live in a couple hours of time. But go and watch Sarah and Ben. We'll see you shortly.